Hosted by Matt Riches. Watch the market unfold. $1 trillion tickets turning data to gold. $1 trillion tickets. Watch the market unfold. $1 trillion tickets turning data to gold. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. It is Tuesday, July 21st, 2026. Happy Tuesday. Technology and the semiconductor stocks are attempting to rebound after last week's sharp sell-off. TSM, AVGO, and Nvidia are showing strength here in the pre-market, while SPX, SPY, QQQ, and the NAS 100, well, not the NAS 100, but the Dow have surrendered part of their overnight gains. Brent crude remains elevated near $89 a barrel. Nvidia has disclosed a 9.3% ownership stake in the AI cloud company Nebius, and we'll get to the rest of it later. I track the headlines, the data, and the market levels, so you don't have to. This show is for education and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research, but you can use this show as a foundation. Before we get into the charts, let's get into the mindset with our mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I'm the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable. I am skilled. I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, let's get into some data. Starting with Forex Factory, there are no orange or red folders scheduled for today. That removes a major scheduled economic catalyst, but that does not guarantee a quiet session. Corporate earnings, oil prices, geopolitical headlines, and tomorrow's major technology earnings could still create volatility. The fear and greed index is at 37, so we're still in fear, right in the middle of fear. All right. Let's see. The 10-year Treasury yield note is at 4.6%. That remains a significant headwind for high valuation growth stocks because higher yields increase the competition for investor capital. Gold is around $4,000 an ounce. Bitcoin is around $66,000 an ounce. Ethereum is trying to get back over $2,000. Bitcoin per coin, not per ounce. All right. Let's see. What else? Let's get into Robert Greene's daily law for today. The law of covetousness. Creating daily law. Create an illusion of ubiquity. Your object is seen everywhere and desired by others. Then let your covetousness, latent in all humans, do the rest, setting off a chain of reaction of desire. Today's law focuses on how desire spreads through social proof. People are often attracted to something because they see other people wanting it. Coco Chanel understood this dynamic. She made sure her clothing appeared everywhere, creating the impression that her designs were already desirable and important. The materials themselves were not necessarily rare or expensive. The power came from perception, presentation, and the competitive desire to not be left behind. The lesson is to stop looking only at what you want. Study what other people desire, what fantasies remain unfulfilled, and how they perceive the object or opportunity you are presenting. When it comes to long-term investing, financial markets regularly demonstrate the law of covetousness. When a stock becomes popular and continues rising, more investors want to own it simply because everyone else appears to want it. That social proof can create extraordinary momentum, but can also separate a company's stock price from its fundamental value. Long-term investors must distinguish between a genuinely improving business and an asset rising primarily because of crowd psychology. Popularity can introduce an opportunity, but fundamentals must justify the investment. For day traders, covetousness appears through momentum, volume breakouts, and FOMO. When investors, excuse me, when traders see a ticker running, they often chase it without considering location or risk. Use crowd desire as information, but do not allow it to control your execution. Identify where momentum traders are likely to enter, where trap traders may exit, and where volume confirms genuine demand. Trade the reaction to the crowd psychology without being emotionally absorbed by the crowd. Stay patient, stay disciplined, execution over emotion, process over prediction. Now let's get on these charts and I'll give you these levels. All right, starting out with Nvidia. Current price 205.75 to the downside support. We got the pre-market low of 203.91, followed by 202.30, 201.65, and 198. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 206.35, followed by 207.74, which also begins the Smart Money Concepts resistance zone. In that zone, we do have a level here at 211.05. Next, we got Apple currently in the pre-market at 325.37. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 324.13, 323.70, 323.45, 319.70. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 326.30, followed by 326.80, 329.75. Next, we got Google currently in the pre-market at 351.68. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 350.50, which is in the gap. The bottom of this gap will be filled at 348.46. Underneath that, we do have our diagonal trend line here around 346.20. And then we got a level here at 341.35. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high 356.40, followed by 358.24. 359.65, 363.50. Next, we got Microsoft currently in the pre-market at 399.18. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low 397.09, 389.65, 385. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 400, followed by 403.15, 406, and 412. Next, we got Amazon currently in the pre-market at 249.41. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 249.07, 248, 243.60. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 251. To the upside, we got 252.90, 253.70. Next, we got TSM currently in the pre-market. It's pushing pre-market highs right now. Yes, the semis are strong in the pre-market. It's at 419.24. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low of 410.92. Before that, we got 415.95. And underneath the pre-market low, we got 410.25, 409.90, and 405.50. To the upside resistance, we got 421.95, 429.90. Next, we got AVGO currently in the pre-market at 389.09. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low 384.56, followed by 383.60, 375.95. To the upside, we got the pre-market high at 390.80, and our Smart Money Concepts resistance zone starts at 392.15. We got a level inside there at 395.89. Next, we got Meta Platforms currently in the pre-market at 650.87. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low of 645.57. To the downside support, underneath that, we got 642.55, 638.35, 636, and 630.30. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 652.27, 653.30, 660.15. Before 650.15, we got 656.10. Above 660.15, we got 666.60. Next, we got SpaceX currently in the pre-market at 122.72. In the downside support, we got the pre-market low of 120.93, 119.70, 117.65. Underneath that, 111.40. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high 123.25, 125.70, 130.32. Next, we got Tesla currently in the pre-market at 371.07 to the downside support. Well, that is the pre-market low. So underneath that, we got 369.45, 368.60, and then the bottom of our smart money concept support zone is 368.21. If it breaks that, we go to 364 and then 354.80. The upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 374.70, 377.20, 386.61. And Eli Lilly currently in the pre-market at 1139 to the downside support. We got 1137, which is the pre-market low, followed by 1135. Then the top of our smart money concept support zone, 1121. To the upside resistance, we got 1149, which is the pre-market high, 1161, 1172, 1181. All right, let's get this money out the market, y'all.
Chase excellence, never chase money. Why? Because money has an incredible way of finding excellence. Did you chase excellence and not money? Do you have the intellectual curiosity to learn everything you can about this incredible industry and master it? Become the smartest person in the room. Have you mastered it?
Yes, I had to cut the show short today because AI was tripping, not making my thumbnails. I kept on getting these error messages on ChatGPT, so that's why I didn't have enough time to get to SPY, QQQ, IWM, SPX, the NAS 100, and the Dow Jones. But we'll get to it tomorrow if ChatGPT fixes their image creation model. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.